Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about a coin that many people think is just a normal quarter, but some collectors know it can be very special. The coin is the 1965 Washington quarter. Many people still have this coin in their pocket, in old jars, or in family coin boxes. At first look it seems like a normal 25-cent coin. But in some rare cases this small coin can be worth much more than its face value. Some examples have sold for hundreds of dollars, some for thousands, and a few rare error pieces have reached values of over $10,000 in the collector market. That is why coin collectors always check their quarters carefully, because one small detail can change a common coin into a very valuable one. The year 1965 is very important in the history of United States coins. Before this year, most quarters were made with real silver. That means the coin had 90% silver metal inside it. But in 1965 the government changed the metal because the price of silver was going up and people were keeping the coins instead of using them. So the mint changed the quarter to a copper and nickel mix. This new type is called a clad coin. Because of this big change, the 1965 quarter became the first year of the new metal design. During this change, a few mistakes happened at the mint. Those mistakes created rare coins that collectors want today. Many people think that all 1965 quarters are the same, but this is not true. Some coins from this year have small mint errors that make them special. One of the most famous is a quarter that was made using a silver blank by mistake. This means the coin looks like a normal 1965 quarter, but it has the metal of the older silver coins. When collectors find one of these, the value can be very high. Some examples have sold for more than $7,000, and some experts say a perfect one could reach over $10,000 or even more if it appears in a major auction. Another interesting thing about the 1965 quarter is that it has no mint mark. Normally coins show a small letter that tells where they were made, like D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But from 1965 to 1967 the mint removed mint marks from coins. The reason was to stop people from collecting certain coins and causing coin shortages. Because of this rule, every 1965 quarter looks like it has no mint mark even though they were made in different mint facilities. This detail confuses many new collectors, but it also makes the coin interesting in the history of American money. Even though billions of these coins were made, collectors still search for them every day. The reason is that rare varieties and mint errors can still appear in old collections or coin rolls. A person may open an old jar of coins and find a 1965 quarter that has an unusual weight, strange design marks, or a silver edge. These small signs can mean the coin is not common. That is why experienced collectors always check the coin's edge, the date, and the weight. A normal 1965 quarter made from clad metal usually weighs about 5.67 grams. But if a coin from this year was struck on a silver blank, it weighs about 6.25 grams. This small weight difference is one of the easiest ways to identify a rare piece. Another sign is the edge color. A normal clad coin shows a copper color line on the edge. A silver coin will not show that copper line. Instead it will look completely silver all around the edge. Collectors also check the coin design for doubling. A doubled design can happen when the die that makes the coin receives a small shift during production. This causes the letters or numbers to appear doubled. On a 1965 quarter, collectors often look closely at the word Liberty, the date numbers, and the words "In God We Trust." If the doubling is clear and strong, the value of the coin can increase a lot. Some doubled coins have sold for hundreds of dollars and sometimes more depending on condition. Condition is another important factor that affects value. Coins that look fresh and have very little wear are worth more to collectors. A coin that still has sharp details in the hair of the portrait and strong lines in the eagle design is considered a higher grade coin. Higher grade coins are harder to find because most coins were used in everyday spending for many years. The design on this coin shows the portrait of George Washington on the front. This design has been used on the quarter since 1932. The back of the coin shows an eagle with spread wings. This classic design remained on the quarter until 1998 before new state designs were introduced. Because of this long design history, many collectors enjoy collecting different dates and varieties of Washington quarters. The 1965 quarter is also interesting because it was produced in extremely large numbers. Over 1 billion coins were made that year. Even with such a large amount, rare errors can still exist. Minting machines work very fast and sometimes small mistakes happen during the process. A wrong metal blank, a misaligned strike, or a damaged die can create a unique coin. These small mistakes are the reason collectors carefully study coins with magnifiers and digital scales. Some collectors also search for off-center strikes. This type of error happens when the coin is not placed correctly in the machine during the strike. The result is a coin where part of the design is missing or shifted to one side. If the date is still visible, these coins can have strong collector value. Depending on how much of the design is off-center, the value can range from around $100 to several $1,000s. Another variety that collectors watch for is a clipped planchet. This happens when the metal blank is not cut perfectly from the sheet of metal. The coin then has a curved section missing from the edge. A clear clipped shape can make the coin interesting to collectors. Values for clipped coins are usually a few $100s, but large or unusual clips can bring higher prices. Many collectors also use magnification tools to inspect coins. A simple magnifying glass can reveal small details that are hard to see with the naked eye. Under magnification, collectors check the letters, numbers, and edges for unusual shapes or marks. These tools help confirm if a coin has doubling, die cracks, or other mint errors. Auction records also show that rare modern coins can surprise collectors with high prices. While most 1965 quarters are worth only 25 cents, special error coins have sold for large amounts in the collector market. Silver error quarters from this year have reached several $1,000s when verified by professional grading companies. If a coin is in excellent condition and has a rare error, collectors may compete strongly to buy it. Another reason collectors continue to search for this coin is that new discoveries still happen. Many coins were saved in jars or old boxes for decades without being checked closely. When these coins finally reach collectors or dealers, sometimes rare pieces appear. Each new discovery adds more interest to the coin collecting community. Checking coins does not require expensive tools at the beginning. Many collectors start by simply looking at coins from pocket change. A good light source, a small magnifier, and a digital scale are often enough to begin checking coins. These simple tools can help identify weight, differences, unusual edges, or doubled letters. The edge check is one of the fastest methods to examine a 1965 quarter. If the edge shows a copper color line, the coin is a normal clad piece. If the edge is completely silver with no copper stripe, it may be struck on a silver planchet. This type of coin is rare and should be examined more carefully. Weight testing is another easy method. A digital scale that measures grams can quickly show if a coin has the normal clad weight or the heavier silver weight. Even a small difference in weight can help identify an unusual coin. If the weight is closer to 6.25 grams instead of 5.67 grams, the coin may be a silver error. Collectors also compare coins side by side. When two coins are placed next to each other, small design differences become easier to see. This helps identify doubling, die cracks, or unusual strikes. Many experienced collectors keep reference coins to compare with new finds. Another detail to check is the surface color of the coin. Clad coins often show a slightly dull gray tone with a copper line on the edge. Silver coins usually appear brighter and more uniform in color. However, wear and dirt can change the appearance, so collectors rely on both weight and edge checks together. Professional grading services sometimes confirm rare coins and place them in protective holders. This process helps prove the authenticity and grade of the coin. When a rare error is confirmed by a trusted grading company, collectors often feel more confident paying higher prices for the coin. Many collectors also search through bank coin rolls hoping to find unusual pieces. Banks sometimes provide rolls of quarters that contain coins from many different years. Searching through these rolls can reveal interesting finds including older coins, errors, or high-grade pieces that were not heavily used. Online collector groups often share discoveries of rare coins. When a new error variety is found, collectors discuss the details and compare photos. This helps build knowledge about different types of mint errors. Over time, these discussions help collectors learn what to watch for in future searches. The 1965 quarter remains one of the most talked about modern coins because it marks the change from silver to clad metal. This transition created conditions where rare errors could occur. Even decades later, collectors continue to check these coins carefully because a valuable piece might still appear in circulation or in an old collection. For many people, the idea that a small coin could be worth thousands of dollars is exciting. A coin that once bought a simple item from a store could now be worth far more to collectors. This possibility is what keeps many people interested in searching through coins and learning about mint errors and rare varieties.